Right, craft podcast time. Sorry about that. I am in the process of trying to get over a cold. I'm not just looking in my pencil case for no reason. I have a reason. Because I am not prepared because I must vomit. Right. I think I've got everything now. Right. Crafting podcast. I have to say that because I have two different podcasts, so I have to remind myself. Okay, this time, I've done a lot. I have done so much. I now have 3 complete scarves. 1, 2, and 3. Obviously, them 2 are similar types of wool, and that's just plain, because the one that's forever, she'd always been, so. Those are 3 scarves finished for persons. I have the wool to do 2 more scarves, which is 3 of these. So I used 1.5 of these for the pink. So 3 should be enough to do the 2 scarves that I need to do. So that should be good. I also made myself some stitch markers. I'll pop a picture here. Of the stitch markers, because I have actually took a picture of it because I've made some for a friend as well, so I took a picture of them in one of the blankets that I've been making so that she could see them. But it's like very gothic. There's 2 different there's 2 different triquetras, a set of amphitheses and pentagrams. So it's all good like that. I really enjoyed making them, and some of them do actually double for savings, which is quite good. I tweeted them to a lovely young lady who also does a podcast. I think she does hers every 2 weeks, and she's awesome. I think I mentioned her before, the Coral Craft, otherwise known as Hannah. And I tweeted her and she liked them. But while my mum's been over, I managed to get some serious stuff done. While my mum was over, she actually taught me to knit. Or more precisely, she reminded me that I already knew how to knit, which I do. It was just the casting on that I couldn't get my head around when I was younger, because her and my paternal grandmother taught me how to knit. And she reminded me that I knew how to knit and purl, but I didn't know how to cast on. So we spent one night, me just literally practicing casting on, and I'm glad my husband didn't hear her, because she was like, under. I try to go over, she's like, no, under. It was fun. It would have been funny to record, it really would have, because it was funny as hell. So I've got that done. I have some purchases. Obviously there's the wool I have to show you, but I have some other wool to show you as well. I've done some work on one of the blankets, although I still haven't figured out who I'm going to give it to yet. And I have some purchases. One thing I am looking forward to trying at some point is learning how to make socks. Reason being is because my husband goes through socks like they are water. I am not joking. He goes through socks faster than anybody I've ever met, including my stepdad, and he goes through them fast. So I have these, which are the double pointed needles, that are used a lot with sock making. I also have a magic loop, but it's a rather large one. I'm just trying to get it not to fold like that, because I struggle knitting with it when it folds like that, so I'm trying to train it to stay like this. Try it anyway. I do eventually want some of the more expensive ones, but I need to get my head around using these first. I have 2 sets of knitting needles, an average size and a very, very thin size. That's why I picked them up, I just did. But they'll come in useful at some point, because these are a 4 and these are 2.25, so 2 1/4. Excuse me. I have been practicing a lot with my knitting, particularly with this wool. I'll practice, then take it off, then practice, then take it off. I'm still not 100% there yet, but I am in the process of working on it. So with a bit of luck, it should I should be able to do a project soon. Like I say, it's just a case of practicing. I have watched a few tutorials on how to do socks as well, and a friend of mine has given me some, she's awesome, has given me some patterns. So because it's the same woman that I've made these for, because she's awesome with me. She's like anything craft related. If I go to her, she's always there to give me a bit of a, you know, a support network, and she's awesome. Now the other thing is, there's a Facebook group that I'm in. I won't name the Facebook group, but here in the UK we have a couple of craft stores, and one of them is called The Range. And every so often they get extremely good deals in. Now, I'll put up a picture of the way they looked before I re-rolled them, but although I've already got one, I've always wanted the yarn cakes. And the other problem is, knowing me, I'd start using it and then it'd fall apart. So one day while my mum was over, when I say this, I am not joking, we spent both of us an hour re-rolling 2 yarn cakes. It's this one, which is a lovely purple. It's like 3 different shades of purple and then like a creamy white. And then this is the same up here, like a turquoisey blue, a bluey green. This one's my mum's. This one's mine. Mum's is rugby ball, mine is football. By the way, when I say football, I mean British football, not American football. Sorry. I just have to clarify that, so it's a soccer ball for the Americans. So yeah, I do still have the other one that I bought in my box yet to be used, which is similar to this, but it's all dark colours, whereas this has some light colours. And I'm going to use this one for a project bag, and this one either for hat or a scarf. I haven't decided yet. I really should decide on what I need the wool for before I get it, but I'm a numpty, and I don't always think like that, because I'm a numpty. So there are a couple of things that I'd said I was going to start, which I haven't, which is the unicorn, which I plan to start in the next couple of days. I really am looking forward to doing that. Oh, I missed a progression of something. If you've watched previous episodes, you know that I didn't get very far with this. I actually have a stitch marker, one of my new ones that I made myself, in this to mark where I was last time I showed it you guys, which was here. So I've done all these things while my mum was over. I have also got some pins to I'll just move that while I'm talking. I've got some blocking pins ready for when it needs blocking. So I've got that ready. They didn't cost that much, I only got them off Amazon. Hopefully I'll have enough. Like I say, I haven't decided who that's for yet. If, you know, it's one of those things that if somebody in the family gets pregnant, then I'll probably give it to them for the baby, but we've been, you know, I've been trying to do the songbook stuff and videos, but while my mum was over I couldn't do any videos, and the main reason is because I just want to spend time with my mum, obviously. So I did film a couple of tutorials, but I could never get the voiceover right, which sucks, and I apologise. I do hope to get better at doing the voiceovers, and I'm hoping to do some videos on jewellery making for making stuff like these stitch markers and stitch finders, and things like that, because these are, I'm not joking, I made the full 10 of these in about half an hour. so they are really easy to make. I have, well, obviously they are for me because I have all the bits I need, but they come in useful because, like I say, some of them do double up as earrings. So I will do some tutorials on that. I do have a list of tutorials to do, and I hope to do them shortly. It's just a case of having the time, because I generally only record when my husband's at work, because if I try and record when he's here, he starts laughing at me, so you can hear it on video, so it's a bit distracting. Oh, and in the blanket I actually got around to sewing in my ends, so I have no ends to sew in at the minute, so I did that the other night when I was on live stream. At the moment I currently have a friend who's designing something for me for my live streams, so I'm looking forward to seeing what she makes. My live stream channel is down below, and once I get a new computer, which hopefully won't be too far away, once I get a new computer I'll be able to start doing more live streams and maybe even do games. We shall see. I shall probably upload the live stream over here in the next few days, but I'll try and upload this one tonight, and we'll go from there. The projects I do want to do are the 2 more scarves. I need to find some grey wool for the 3rd. I might have to pinch the grey wool I've got for these Doctor Who thing and get some different grey wool for that. I don't know yet, and I've yet to do my friend's daughter's unicorn, but the unicorn comes before the scarves because obviously it'll take a bit longer. Podcast recommendations. There's a couple of podcasts that I've started watching, which is the Orgasm and the I can't remember what the other one's called. I can't remember what it's called. Oh God! You know when I'm not joking. I sat and watched them the other day. I'm a numpty. If I remember, I'll pop it down below. I probably won't remember, but if I remember for next time, I'll tell you next time. If there is anything you want me to cover in future videos or future tutorials, please leave that down below. I will check in with you soon. Have fun and see you later.